Hi Scorpio, welcome to the Animals Magic Shop. I'm Lisa with your weekly animal spirit message for March 13th through the 20th, 2023. And this is a one-card reading, but your animal this week may have multiple messages for you. Okay, let's get started, Scorpio. Animal spirits and guides, what would you like Scorpio to know this week? This is for Scorpio, please. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. This is the third time this week this animal has come up. So your message is similar to those of the other signs who got this. And first of all, congratulations from Moose for a job well done. Apparently, whatever you have been working on, you've been doing a great job. And Moose is asking you to give yourself a pat on the back, and to be proud of your accomplishments. Now, this may not be something necessarily that's recognized by the humans around you, but whatever it is that you're doing is being recognized in the spiritual realm. And this is most likely something that you've been putting your heart and soul into and working very hard on, maybe for a long time. And sometimes you may wonder if it's all worth it, if it's worth all of the time and effort that you put into it. But Moose is saying, yes, absolutely, you're doing great and keep going. And this isn't something that necessarily has to do with money at all, more about your character, Scorpio, okay? Now, another message from Moose is to recognize your gifts and talents and abilities. And although there's no need to brag about them, Moose is asking you to be proud of yourself and not put yourself down in any way. So, for example, if you think that you're not smart enough to complete a project that you've been given, or a challenge that you've given yourself, such as, exercising or running in a race, or being the best musician or a great artist, or whatever it is that you've set your hopes and dreams on. Moose is asking you, Scorpio, to know that you have everything that you need to complete and fulfill whatever dreams you may have. So take care of your words to yourself. Don't speak badly of yourself, even in your own head. That's very important, Scorpio. You may not go around telling everybody, oh, like I'm a loser, and I never seem to get anywhere. Maybe you don't do that, but perhaps you say those things to yourself in your head, Scorpio. And Moose is asking you to work on that this week if that's something that you do, okay? Now, another message I'm getting for you from Moose has to do with your psychic abilities. And Moose has antlers, and those are symbolic of connection to the upper spiritual world. So you're being asked to take a look at those gifts that you may have, Scorpio. And this may not apply to everybody, but I'm being told that it does apply to quite a few of you. So if you have not been aware of these gifts, then maybe you'd do well to keep an eye out for them this week and kind of notice different things that you may do, like maybe you often know what's going to happen next, or sometimes you might get a little voice in your head that tells you to do something, even though it's kind of out of the box and not what everybody else is doing. And maybe sometimes a little voice will tell you not to do something or to avoid something, even though everybody else thinks it's okay or they're doing it. So those are some signs, if you are unaware of your gift, Scorpio, that you might look for to kind of give you a clue and tip you off that, yeah, you might want to look more into developing your psychic abilities. And for others of you who know that you have psychic abilities, but could be denying them or hiding them or trying to suppress them, maybe you're kind of afraid of them, or perhaps your spiritual upbringing didn't condone things like that, or your spiritual leaders don't think that those things come from spirit. But Moose wants you to know that any gifts and abilities that you have that are special and exceptional are indeed gifts from spirit, and we're all here for a reason at this time. This is a very changing period in history of humankind, and everybody who's here now in some thoughts have volunteered to be here for a reason, for a mission, to accomplish something to help the greater good. So that's what your gifts are supposed to be used for, Scorpio, is for the greater good. And extra help is very much needed by the world right now, Scorpio. So you're being asked to be brave if you're not already, and step up. And you don't have to jump into things all at once if it has indeed been something that you're uncomfortable about. And just take it in baby steps, okay? But you're given these gifts for a reason, Scorpio, and the reason is to use them, okay? All right, so those are your messages for this week. We thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.